Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Red versus Blue, but something a little different for you guys today. We are going to be doing the Season 10 soundtrack. You guys have been waiting for this. The music in this season was absolute fire. And every time they would play a song that just so perfectly accentuated the awesomeness of the scene, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to really sink my teeth into that in the soundtrack reaction. So I am very pleased to be here today. I'll just kind of briefly, in this, let this be a disclaimer for anyone who might have clicked on this and has not seen Season 10 or has not seen the ending of Season 10. I thought since the Season 10 finale kind of was like a sort of a delayed release for me, I guess. Like I didn't get it all at once. I kind of like got it as I digested it. I thought I would just briefly say a few things about it before I get started on the soundtrack. But before I do that, I will just say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, guys, again, obviously if you've not seen the season or whatever, I don't think anyone's really going to be here if they haven't seen the season, but you never know. Somebody might just want to check out the music. But yeah, I thought I would just really briefly say that having now had even more time to kind of dwell on the ending of Season 10, I can see just how beautifully everything just comes together, and it just feels like everything throughout those 10 seasons was wrapped up in a beautiful, heartbreaking little package. And I think I just find myself liking it more and more the more time that I have to think about it. I really found it to be really great when I first watched it. But of course, seeing as how the twist and everything kind of set in for me over time, I think it's one of those things that I appreciate even more with time. Does that make sense? I think at some point I would love to go back and, on my own time, just rewatch those 10 seasons, because there is so much that they brought together. Things that details that I didn't even realize, I didn't remember until you guys brought it up to me. And one thing that you guys brought up to me that I was like, oh, okay, that's not how I took it, but that makes a lot of sense, was that Carolina probably did know that the director was her father. We hadn't talked about it or anything up to that point, but that would make sense as to why she was just so competitive for his acknowledgement. And the reason I didn't think that was true at first is because, we see how at the end of Season 9, she seems like she's just going to go after him and kill him. And I'm like, well, would she go after him that much if it was her dad? But here's the thing, though. She didn't really mention this. You guys pointed this out to me. She didn't really mention killing him after that. It seems like maybe that might have been said out of anger, or maybe she wanted to see how things were going to go. And depending on that, she would make her decision. We also know, the two of them have that personality that, it's not that they want to hurt the people that they love, but sometimes they're just like that, don't mess with me. When she went in and demanded the AI and everything, he knew that was dangerous, and he was like, no, I'm going to call your bluff. Go ahead, do it. And clearly, we saw at the end, I think he really did care for his daughter. But I just think, they had that similar personality where when kind of pushed to a point, they will sort of lean into it. So it could have just been that, that she didn't really have the intent to kill him, or maybe she just wasn't sure what she was going to do. But the fact that, Allison was her mom and everything was something that really clicked with her in that final moment when she sees the video playing on screen. And I just, I find it absolutely heartbreaking that she spent all this time competing for her dad's acknowledgement against her own mom, which is it's so messed up on so many levels. Don't even get me started with the Freudian implications and everything. Clearly, it's we're not going to go that far with it, but seriously, that's really sad that she in the end, like, couldn't live up to a memory. But you know what hits me even harder about it is that, like, he destroyed himself and everyone around him for Allison. And they had a kid together. And, like, as awful as it is that he lost Allison, that was a part of both of them. She was a part of Allison. And he had this chance to kind of, like, raise her in her honor, you know? And just went the opposite direction. That is really heartbreaking to me. Because I don't know Allison personally, but I'm going to go ahead and say that, like, she probably would not have wanted that. But yeah, the whole thing is just really, really sad. I think one thing that made me come away from it, after having digested it and everything, feeling a little bit better, and I'm kind of reaching with this, but follow me on it, is that, you know, for how bad her relationship with the director was, not only do I feel like she kind of made peace with him in that last moment, but I kind of feel like we know Church is not the director. Like, our church, Absalom Church, is not the director. Clearly has made a lot of different choices that have set him in a very different direction. But he is still kind of, at the end of the day, I mean, that's the way he got out of all the trouble, right? Is it like it was him? I feel like their relationship is good and they have made a good connection, and she has gotten what she never got from the director from him. And that kind of makes me happy. That as sad as that story was, maybe it had a little bit of a happy ending in that regard. And maybe it's not like a father-daughter thing, but even just like emotional connection was hard for her, like in general. And she made one with him. And now they're going to go off and have adventures, apparently. So I don't know if that is that like it, for, you know, for Church, for his character. But I do feel like that they just wrapped it all together in a nice little chef's kiss bow. So all right, guys, I've talked for a really long time. So let's get into the soundtrack. We are going to be listening to 9 songs today, which I'm very, very excited about. So without further ado, what do you say we just go ahead and we jump right into this soundtrack? Let's do this. Oh, this is gonna be good. It's Lamar and Sandy.
Aggressive tendencies lead to drama. Ain't changing shit. Fuck the karma. Let it be just what it is. No matter what, I handle biz. Real as ever.
My God,
fake.
listen.
Fuck the bullshit. Fuck the jakes. Kiss my ass. That's attitude. Common sense. No gratitude.
Very.
Squeeze. Casket bound. If you freeze. Shells
fly.
Whoa. Bodies bleed.
Very like in your face.
Bitch, please. Never that. Don't fit the bill. Never have. Never
Some of the instruments
cook the
too.
beef till it bakes. Won't bend. Never break.
You knock me down the more I get back.
Ah!
Pick me up the more I'm gonna shout. You take from me the more I get.
She sounds a lot like Casey, but she sounds like her too. Yes. Oh my God. It's just so like aggressive, like in your face. I love it. And just the way all the instruments are working right now is beautiful. It's great. Love it.
Fucking soft. What a shame. Just as I thought. Fucking lame. Flip side of that stands me. Hard as stone. Straight G. Ice cold. Call me glacier. Doing me. High haters. Motivation. On my grind. Back down. You out your mind. Call me crazy, but I'm the best. Nothing more, nothing less.
I love Lamar so much.
And back it up without a clue. Stand strong, never bail. All heart, never fail. Raised different, family first. From the birth to the hearse.
Well, this is a big season for family, wasn't it? I love how it's like that very like kind of aggressive, kind of like, oh, listen to the vocals. She is great. I really love Sandy. I wish we could hear more Sandy. And it's funny because now that I have heard Casey as she gets older. I can see like the resemblance. I don't know if resemblance is the right term for a voice, but that was awesome. Okay, it's trying to play something else. I'm pretty sure that was that the end of it? Oh, maybe I better, hang on, maybe I better go back. That might have just been like an ad. Hold on. Ad will end. I can't tell if it was done with the song or not. We'll see. Oh yeah, it was done. It was done. Okay. Hang on. Now I was trying to play the next one. All right. Just go ahead and get out of that now and load up the next one. The next one's called Terrify. But first, let me just say, I live for the Lamar songs. I just like, the lyrics are just so like, don't give a crap, just like in your face. It's just so perfect for a situation too, where like we had so many instances with the freelancers in particular where like, you know, you're just fighting for your life. And I just think that it kind of encompasses that attitude really well. And I love hearing Sandy too. It was a great combination. Everything was working on them. Okay, so, oh, we got another Sandy one, you guys. I was just saying I want more Sandy. All right, this one's called Terrify. Let's go. Oh! I think I know this one. Listen to that guitar though, oh my God. Oops, let me click out of that. Like how can you beat that guitar? How can you beat it? Yes! I think I know where this one is from. In the season. Here we go. This is gonna be good. It's just makes me want to get up and go. Oh my God, I love that we're doing like the super long guitar solo just to lead in. Because, like, who doesn't need more of those guitars? Yes! It's so awesome! I think that's Jeff and Sandy. Is that Jeff and Sandy? Is it featuring? It's featuring Sandy. Yeah. Was this from their mission? Was that? I think I recognize it. It's so good. Oh, and I love the string because put some strings in there. Because put some strings. It was not epic enough. It needed strings. Octave change. I can't really understand the lyrics too well. I do wish I had found a lyric video. That's okay. I'm getting the gist. I'm getting the gist. Oh my God. It just, everything is working here. Guitars, vocals. I mean, that makes me want to get right the heck up out of my seat. That was so good. I love that we get so many with Sandy this time. I do believe that we have one coming with Casey as well, if I'm remembering correctly, right? The one from the Connie scene. I'm pretty sure that was Casey. Oh my gosh, I love it. I would love to hear more of Sandy. I just think she's phenomenal, and I love like her and Jeff duetting, like just a super like fast, straight ahead rock, just like, oh my God. That's one that like, you know, you play that against an action scene and like you've got me bouncing 10 feet out of my seat. And I'm pretty sure I think that I do remember where that was from, and it was just that scenario, and I think I was bouncing out of my seat. I think this is the last like full soundtrack, at least for a while. I gotta say, Jeff and company, just arc. I haven't even heard the whole thing yet, but I'm just like, I'm gonna miss that. I know they were busy with RWBY, but I'm gonna miss that. It's been so good. All right, so the next one's called Terminate. Oh, and it's another Lamar one. Yes, let's freaking go. Here we go.
Yo, machine gun massacre, Battlestar Galactica, the world's going to shit, don't know who it is attacking you, caving in fast like it's time to collapse.
I know this one too.
So it's curtains for the master son, need everybody all in, you hear me dog falling, lock, cock, ready to rock with no stalling. I see anybody playing games falling back, I'll put the first bullet in you myself, believe that, this is war. I want enemy bodies on the floor, send kill shots straight to the head, I'll keep score, cause it's one for the soldiers and two for the assassins. Don't say a fucking word, all I wanna hear is blasting. These scatterbrain fucks wanna play with the real, I'm guaranteed to give them something they gon' feel, yo. So since you motherfuckers made the decision to set it, best believe that you won't live to regret it, yeah.
Ho, 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 ho. Some fiery lyrics right there, you guys. And I like how we kind of put it in between like the actual like action movie soundtrack. I mean, how awesome is that? I just can't say enough good. And of course we have screaming guitars, because you could not have this without screaming guitars. Oh my lord. You get a little bit of everything. You get rap, you get screaming guitars, you get like movie action soundtrack. Here we go.
Red man special. I'm sitting at the bar taking shots with the devil. That's why you can't fuck with the kid holding metal. If you say you need a break, I keep my foot on the pedal. Push the shit to red line, blow your fucking mind. Straight out your frontal lobe with these lethal ass rhymes. I can't contain myself, dog. Stay outside the lines, cause I think outside the box every motherfucking time. It's impossible to box me, cage me or stop me, block me. No, you fucking with Black Rocky. Light skin demon. Can't stop my charge. Millennium welcome. Damn, my goes on. This is murder. Somebody call the feds and come get him. Cause real talk, man, ain't nobody fucking with him. You getting what you asked for, cause this is what you chose. Think you setting up shop, watch me bring it to a close.
Finn. That was amazing. Oh my god, the lyrics on that one line. Oh, you guys. That was amazing. I live for the Lamar ones. You know you're always getting like pure gold. With the lyrics, with the execution, with everything. And the way that it's just like set, like contrasted by the strings, the guitar, everything. It's, oh my gosh, that's my stomach. I'm sorry. Apparently that bouncing worked up a huge hunger for me. What else is new? Okay. Let me load up the next one. Hang on. Okay. Oh, you guys. This is this one features a couple people. This is going to be good. I don't know, like, I don't know them by their titles. Like, I'm kind of recognizing them as I hear them from, like, different spots in the season. And I'm sure you guys can come in and confirm, clarify, like, where they played and everything. But I don't know them by, like, the titles. So I'm not sure about this. There goes my tummy again. Do not mind my tummy. I'm fine. I had breakfast. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's just expressing its sentiments for the soundtrack, I guess you could just say. But we do not need the extra sound effects, and I wish it would stop. But, all right. So, we got another Lamar and Sandy. And I don't know if I've heard this other individual. Let's take a listen. Whoa. So that's synthesized. Listen to that. Bass, synthesizer, everything. Oh! That must be the other rapper. Down above the cross and blessed verse. Massacre the hours till the power aches and seconds hurt. Fate is half a mistress, but the rest of her's a passenger. She is tragedy to those whose death defines and makes her work. Oh, that lyric. Watch the shadow bleed me dry and take my eyes and leave me blind. Heaven tell is no surprise. I'm just here to scrutinize the euthanize. About to sacrifice but never eulogize. Ooh, that hits hard. Maybe I'm
just a veteran running out of his medicine. Maybe a definite epitaph would have been generous. For all I get to whisper you, where the fuck is Connecticut?
Pray for the day that the lost don't find you. Pray that the end isn't right behind you.
Wow. Those lyrics are hitting hard, you guys. Especially the Connecticut one.
Listen.
Here we go.
So pick your poison. Shotgun shell to the face, or pull this sidearm from my waist. Ruin the whole scene. I ain't coming from a civilized place where violence is preferred to sit in the same grace. The young warlocks ain't got patience or respect, cause the animal within don't even speak that dialect. And all they know is war, so you better come correct or catch a bullet to the head just for dramatic effect. These savages is mean and only understand gunfire. Don't get caught slipping up in the jungle, squire. They want your armor, so believe in one simple fact. Just for that, they'll take your face off. Just like that, lies and deceit, disguise and critique. Be yours your P's and Q's with everybody you meet. And trust is a weakness on this side of the fleet, cause they'll fake showing love and leave you bleeding in the street, and that's right.
And then we have the vocals. It's all working so well. Oh, wow. That was awesome. That was really good. Hang on. I was trying to play the next one. I love like some of the like real edginess in some of these, you know? It definitely it helps set the scene, I feel like, for kind of a lot of the sentiments that we were dealing with in season 10, because we had a little bit of everything. We had some of this, like, there was this air of just like kind of, ruthlessness at some aspects. I feel like we got to see a lot more of like the friendships between a lot of the freelancers, but some of the stuff that was going on as that all kind of fell apart, you know, we had the whole plot with like Connie kind of doing this like double agent kind of thing and everything, and ending up like getting killed over it and everything. I feel like a lot of like the harder rap songs here really set like the edginess for those scenes. And they're just friggin' awesome songs. Like really good. I love the way that everything works together with, you know, we can put guitar or strings or synthesizer or whatever, like against a lot of these, and it just works so well. And the vocals too. All right, guys, this is one of the ones I was waiting for. This is a Casey one. Casey's angel voice. And I know just where this played, and it's gonna make me so sad. Let's get into it. Angel voice. Ads keep popping up. It's haunting. It's beautiful and haunting, and it just worked so well in this scene. I get to actually listen to the lyrics now too, so.
Steps you'd echo on and on. You'd catch me safe if ever I'd fall.
She must have been really young here too. This is before RWBY.
Her hand in mine, we walked along. No hill too high, no road was too long.
Poor Connie.
To stay with you, my only dream. To share your life, whatever it means.
It's the dynamic between her and the person she was with. It's a beautiful song. It's a haunting melody. It's really pretty. I love hearing her voice. I just like it's taking me right back to the scene. How sad it was. Man.
I knew you'd have to go away.
Oh, picking
My
up.
love for you could not help you stay.
Aww.
You drifted off day by day. I cherished every breath that remained.
So sad. Connie saw through so much of it and she was like cut down.
Arms close to me, your body broke, your soul was
Oh.
set free.
Listening to the lyrics to it hits even harder.
Left this world, my treasured friend. A chapter closed, but love has no end. Farewell, my angel. You're with me always. Just close your eyes now. Next time we meet, it's forever.
Oh, that's and the way that the vocals just kind of go down. Is that the end? Oh my God, guys, that was super sad. It was even more sad getting to hear the lyrics and like just between like being taken back to that scene and also just like the nostalgia of hearing like young Casey. It's too much. It's too much. It's really, really beautiful. It was perfect. It was perfect for that scene. And such a contrast to all of the like more hard-hitting ones too. God, her vocals are just stunning. And she must have been super young at that time. I mean, even if this was right before RWBY, she was what, like 14? But wow. That, you know, we didn't get to see a lot of her, and I don't even, did they even name like who the significant other was? He probably had a name, but I don't remember it. But, man, they made sure that she had a really just like hard-hitting, heartfelt goodbye. Poor Connie. And she was the one who, you know, she hadn't left all that stuff behind. Tex wouldn't have even known. Wouldn't have even put it together. So, rest in peace. All right, next one has Casey too. Casey Lamar. I don't know if I've ever heard this other individual. Have I? I don't know. Let's see. Fragments. Let's go. Oh! Here we go again. Oh, yes. Let's go. I'm all about the speed metal ones, you guys. That guy sounds like Jeff. Nice. Oh, lyrics too. Whoa. Yes! Oh, that's so fast! And then we bring it back in. That was some fast rapping, you guys. Holy crap. The lies and disguises line. It's really good lyrics. Oh! And now we're going somewhere else. Where are we going now? Wow. Ooh. Oh! Gotta have the guitar solo. Gotta have it. This is an awesome song. I'm trying to remember where this one played. Was this the one with... I'm trying to remember. I just love the lyrics so much. All the Lamar lyrics are just so like in your face. I love it. Oh man. The way that the music changes back and forth too. Really? Do you hear this? Is that a trumpet? Why not? Why not? Is this the one that plays this? This isn't the one with all the Texas, is it? Maybe it is. I'm trying to remember. Oh my god! We're just gonna have the trumpet lead us out. Take us away, trumpet. Oh my lord, that was fantastic. So many, just like musically, so many things in one. Oh, maybe I wonder if the other person was the one playing the trumpet. Maybe that's what. Because I don't think I've heard a lot of stuff like that in Jeff's I don't know, maybe it was Jeff. I don't know. You guys can clear this up for me. All right, guys, we only have 3 left. We're moving through this one so fast. I want to make it last. Oh my god. This one's featuring the red team. Uh-oh. This is gonna be good. The character ones are always good, but I'm trying to remember if that's the one that plays with all when they're fighting all the Texas. Maybe. It's such a good song. And I love how, like, there's really something to be said for not being afraid to, like, experiment with the musical aspect of it, because the way that it gets faster than slower, we're throwing in instruments, and it works. It works so well. So, all right, guys. Next one is That's How Voting Works, featuring Red Team. This is gonna be good. Let's go. Oh, very pomp and circumstance here.
Let us share with you our knowledge.
Oh no.
The electoral college.
Oh no.
After voting high school. No, it doesn't. That's delightful. Right. I'm in high school civics.
Come on, boys, now be specific to sing this here election song for us. I think you'll need a big, strong chorus.
Big, strong chorus. I'm all about it.
Who are these guys?
We are citizens of this land, and we're here to lend a hand. We come together and we vote, because we're all in the same boat.
Elections take place at sea? They're speaking metaphorically.
It's our future that we are choosing.
Voting is time travel. This is so confusing.
We're learning how voting works. This is educational, you guys.
Wait,
This is
what's how
educational.
voting works? I know less than before. Well, if you shut up for a minute, they might tell us more.
Our elected representatives come from every state, and that's what gives us strength through diversity. It's not a university.
And we vote every 4 years.
Every 2.
Wait, is that true? Don't you pay attention to the midterm campaign? This has to stop. Voting hurts my brain.
Oh, guys. This is the best way to learn about voting. Clearly.
That's how voting works.
There's more.
I get it now. So the president is elected by popular vote, and whoever gets more than 50% of that wins.
Actually, no. The president is chosen by a group of 538 electors representing each state and the District of Columbia. Most states have a winner-take-all system, but some states, like Maine and Nebraska, have proportional representation. If no candidate gets a majority of the Electoral College, then the winner is chosen by the House of Representatives.
But my vote still counts, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Quite educational. Quite educational. So in case you didn't know, now you know. Now you know. I knew the Electoral College thing was going to come up because I'm like, I feel like we have to mention that. Oh, that was fun. I don't remember that being in the, that might have just, was that just one that they just did one off? Because the character ones usually aren't in there. Like we had the soundtrack a while back where like the character ones were not like played in the, they were just like fun little extra things that were on the soundtrack. But oh, that was that. Well, you see guys, there you go. That's, you tuned in and you learned something. I always say this, but the guy who voices Sarge, I can legit tell has like a really nice voice. Even though he's doing like the Sarge voice, you could just like tell, you know. Oh God, guys. All right, next to last one, I think. Yeah, next to last one, and it's called "Come On Carolina," and it should be interesting. So let's get into it.
Come on, Carolina, have fun, Carolina. You're always being such a bitch. I like to take you to
Wow.
a movie, but you won't leave the training room floor. I wanna
Is
bring
this
you to
York?
the mall to buy shoes. You're obsessed with your leaderboard, baby. Why don't you give me a break? Why do you make it so hard for me?
It's a good song.
to love you?
That's definitely a York song, right?
Do what it takes, but could you please stop kicking me?
That would help. That would help.
Fun, Carolina, have fun, Carolina. You're always being such a bitch.
That line just like blew me out of the water.
Carolina, let's run, Carolina. We'll leave this place and fly through space.
Oh,
On a different life.
I wish it had worked out.
Babies with green eyes.
Green Eye Babies. There's a selling point right there.
Good in a disco, or skate down and check out the shore.
Ooh.
Could stay at home and cuddle and play a little Halo 4.
Nice. Shameless plug.
Dying to rip that text to pieces.
That was pretty much the goal.
Maybe both of us know that bitch would have you on your knees.
Oh my! It's so sweet, yet it's so not, all at the same time. But listen to that cute chorus. Oh my gosh, the guitar just, it sounds like very like 80s to me, like very like Journey or similar band, and I love it. Very cute sounding song and very like cute with a dash of a-hole. Oh my god, I do wish it had worked out for her in New York.
Let's run, Carolina. We'll leave this place, fly through space, and start a different life.
Oh, it does feel very like classic rock. I would have liked to have seen the Green Eye Babies in New York. I wish it had worked out. Oh, that was a good one. That was fun. That was the lyrics took me by surprise at first, but that was a fun one. That's just like a very, very feel good kind of like. I like that. I like the tune so much, and I love the like kind of, you know, all the like cheeky references to like Text Terrier Part or like Halo 4 or the Green Eye Babies. I do, in all seriousness, wish it had gone differently with York. I think it's one of the very sad casualties of, at some point, yes, like, you're your own person and you make your own decisions and everything, but it's like, you could see the domino effect of, like, what the director did, like, having such a bad toll on her psyche and her interpersonal relationships, and I feel like I'm glad it ended where it did, and I hope she has a happy life now, but I wish that she could have made more of a connection with a lot of people, but with York, because I shipped them, and I thought he was so great. He's probably, besides Wash, and I don't know, this is really tough, because I like all of them in a different, like, they all bring something to the table. Like, I like Carolina, and I thought her story was fascinating, but York is really up there in terms of, like, favorite freelancer. He was pretty great. So, all right, guys, last one. Now that we've come so far, let's go. Ooh. Did this play at the end? I think it did. I'm pretty sure this played during the credits. This is a really good song. This feels very RWBY-ish. Does this not feel like very RWBY-ish? Like this could be like a RWBY intro. I would believe that. It was cool the way they did that in credits too. Like going through and like showing everyone like this is the is this like from the director's perspective? It's such a like pretty song. Yeah. I could see this, like, a lot of the lyrics being about the director and, like, his obsession. Oh. Are they singing a different language? Are they singing in Japanese right now? Are my ears playing tricks on me? Because, like, that's what it sounded like to me. Am I just, like... Did I just, like... process that differently or something? Or is that what they were doing? I don't know. But that's what it sounded like to me. That's awesome if that's what they're doing. Yeah, I'm loving the lyrics and how they relate. That's the song is like really sweet and the lyrics are really profound. Wow, guys, that was so good. I'm pretty sure that's the one that plays over the end credits. Guys, that was an awesome soundtrack. I'm legit like very sad to say goodbye to the soundtrack. So I'm not gonna lie, I've really enjoyed them. I think that every scene that had one of those songs blasting behind it, it just enhanced it so much and set the mood so much. Not to mention, like, Jeff always goes so out of his way with the lyrics and, like, oh my god, the Lamar lyrics are so good. But yeah, like, it always ties back so beautifully. And that's one of the things that's so great about the RWBY soundtracks, too, is that, like, it just feels like every one was written so specifically. Some of them more than others, you know. clearly like the the one at the end, the Come On Carolina, was very clearly like specific to the show. And some of them are a little bit more like they could just be songs on the radio, but like listening to it, knowing the story, you're like, wow, yeah, dang it. And honestly, like just the sound of the, like just the musical aspect is so good. It's so well done. It's just like a joy to listen to. I'm going to miss them. But I feel like if you were going to end them at a certain point, like ending them at season 10 is, it feels very like complete, because of the way that they wrapped up. I feel like so many aspects of the series. Moving ahead, I'm not even sure what to expect from the show, because like it feels like we wrapped up this huge, like everything that's been going on up to this point was like tied in together with that ending. But I'm curious. I'm curious because this also feels like they could do anything. Like now that we've wrapped up the freelancer stuff, like we could just start a whole new saga. And I think that's probably what they're going to do. So I'm excited. It's bittersweet. But you know, hey, it's going to have our reds and blues. So, you know, we'll be good unless they just, oh my God, can you imagine if they just like, just like started up with a whole new cast? I'd be like, oh, my caboose, my caboose. I'd be crying for my caboose. I don't think they're going to do that though. Maybe I don't know. They could literally do anything they want. All right, guys, that was awesome. I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. I bopped and I just swayed to the slower ones, bopped to the fast ones, thrashed out to the hard ones, laughed and teared up, and it was really good, guys. Much like the season itself, it was full of a bunch of highs and lows, and I loved it. I think they did a great job. So lots of extra names on this one, too, which I thought was really cool. So, yeah, I loved it. I'm sad to see the soundtracks go, but I am very excited to dig into season 11. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. And please, oh my goodness, please join me as I embark on this feels like a new adventure with Red versus Blue. I'm excited. I don't know what lies ahead, but I hope you will join me for it. So please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.